everybody. This is Wendy from Wendolonia, and today I'm coming at you with my April 2019 Plan With Me video, in which I will be showing you how I set up the month of April in my bullet journal. So I'm not going to show you my cover page in this video. I actually did make a cover page, and I quite like it. But I ended up deciding to go with a very different theme with the houseplants than what the cover page looked like. So I will be sharing that in another video, but it didn't really go with the theme of this one, so I'm skipping it for now. So this first page, I'm setting up my monthly calendar. I do not use this to record appointments or anything like that. I like to set it up so that I can record a little memory from each day. I kind of use it as a little mini scrapbook, and I like to just write down something that happened from each day. If I can't think of anything or I miss a few days, no biggie. I just add a little piece of washi tape or a little painting or something fun like that. So that's what I'm setting up right now. I've also got a long list over on the side for tasks where I write stuff in. I often forget to use that, but I'm still making an effort to have it there. It's nice to have it when I need it. So you can see here I sketched out a bunch of houseplants before I started. Up at the top I've got some hanging plants, and down at the bottom I have some potted plants that are kind of meant to be sitting like on a shelf or something. Now, before we go any further, I'd like to apologize. You're going to see my head come into the frame throughout this video. I am experimenting with a new camera setup, and I didn't realize that my head was showing up all through the video. I did my best to crop it out and not make you look at the back of my head, but if I had cropped it out everywhere, there kind of wouldn't even be a video. So it's going to pop up here and there. Yeah, so anywho, as you can see, I'm going over my sketches with pen. The houseplants were super fun to draw. I went into Pinterest and just searched for houseplant doodles, and there are so many on there. There's so much inspiration. It's really great, and I had a lot of fun just kind of picking which plants were going to go where on my various layouts. So now that I've got all of the pen work done, I've gone over everything with my black fine liner. I'm going to go in and I'm going to paint all these plants with my watercolor set. I really enjoy watercoloring. I don't have any training, not anything formal at least, and I'm not super experienced with them, but I have been doing a lot of tutorials online and watching YouTube videos and really having a lot of fun with them. So here I am just painting, trying to shake up the colors a little bit. I've got a snake plant, I've got a cactus, a spider plant, some other kind of rando plants that I made up, and just going over all of those in different colors of green. I really wanted to have a lot of variety and add a few details here and there. And yes, there is my head again. Hello, head. Nice to meet ya. Okay, so there's going to be quite a bit more painting here. So I think I'm going to put you on fast forward and give you a little music to listen to while I finish that up. Oh, also, I wanted to apologize. Partway through here, the lighting gets really, really crappy. Sorry about that. I just was painting at a weird time of night and I didn't fix the light at first. And then when I realized it was bad, here we go. Bad lighting. When I realized it was bad, I did actually fix it. So you'll see that in a minute. Okay, next spread. So this one is a new one. I did not have this last month, and then I figured out that I kind of missed it. I used to do my habit tracker on my weekly page. I'm moving away from that now, and instead I think I want to have it on my monthly page. I want to have the entire calendar month at a glance. So you'll see here, that's what I'm setting up. I'm going to have a big grid, and I'm just going to color in all the squares on the days that I did whatever the habit was. So I've got a bunch of different stuff. One of the things I'm kind of excited about is I'm going to try and do a no spend month in April where I don't spend any money on extras and stuff that I don't need. So that is something I'm kind of looking forward to giving a try, and I'm interested to see how much money I save. Probably a lot. The other things that I have on this page are a quote from Ann Tyler about writing. It says, "If I waited until I felt like writing, I'd never write at all." And that is me. So it's just my reminder that I need to write every single day. Underneath that, I have a currently list. It says reading, watching, eating, crafting, loving, and feeling. So that's just a place where I can write a line or two about what I'm doing in regards to each of those, what I'm really into at the moment. And underneath that, I have a YouTube tracker. Now, I've never really been one for tracking my social media. I keep an eye on it and stuff, but I'm not like super into it. But I'm really trying hard to grow my YouTube channel, and so I'm keeping track of that stuff right now. The efforts I'm making in that regard and how they're paying off. So, if you like my videos, I'd appreciate it if you shared them with a friend and suggested that they might want to subscribe. Or if you're not subscribed, maybe you would like to do that. Okay, so I've also got a few plants on there. As you can see, I'm painting those right now. On the other side of this spread, I have a dedicated page for book fair notes. I am the head volunteer for the book fair committee at my son's school. I've been doing this for a couple years now, and I really enjoy it. The book fair is in April, so I know I'm going to have a lot of notes about this month. And instead of putting them on my regular weekly spreads, I wanted to have one place where I could round them all up, keep track of everything I need to do, who I need to talk to, emails, all that kind of stuff. So I created a dedicated page there. Now, as for the doodle on this page, you can see it's a little pile of books as a nod to the book fair with a houseplant on top of it. For the record, I would never put a houseplant on a pile of books. I have too much respect for books to do that, and I know that I would ruin the books if I put a plant on top of them. So before you get upset about me ruining books with plants, I just want you to know that I wouldn't actually do that. But books and houseplants, pretty darn cute. So I'm highlighting these books with some blue paint, and then I'm adding a few details with my pen, and I call this page Finito. Okay, so moving right along, this is my first weekly spread for the month. I'm getting this set up in advance, and again, it has the same houseplant theme. I'm going with the same basic spread that I used last month. This worked really well for me, and so I think it's one I'm probably going to be sticking with for a while. I have a long column for tasks for each day, and then I have a little box at the bottom for events. I don't have a lot of appointments and stuff like that, so that works really well for me. I'm really more of a to-do list kind of person. Saturday and Sunday are a little bit shorter because I don't have as many designated tasks I need to get done on the weekends. I tend to have more events on the weekends. So I have a couple little plants down here at the bottom. I'm just inking those up. Again, I had a lot of fun with those. I'm doing a drop shadow on each of the daily boxes, so just so they'll stand out a little. And I did that on the other pages too. I just didn't mention it. And then I'm coloring in each of these little flags where I'm going to put the date for each day of the week. I can pretty much figure out what day of the week, as far as weekdays it is, because I always set it up Monday through Sunday. Okay, so this bottom section here with the stripes, that's for notes, so I can have overflow if I'd like to, if I need to. And then I'm just coloring in all of these plants. I tried to make that one kind of variegated with the leaves, but I'm not sure it worked out very well, because I think those have white borders on them, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know what kind of plant that is. My mom had one of those when I was a kid. Maybe she'll tell me in the comments. All right, so now I'm just adding a couple little details, and then I am wrapping it up. So I'm going to leave you here with some close-ups of these layouts so you can see a little bit more detail about what I did there. And that's it for today. If you like this video, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments and I'll answer them. I'm really good about answering comments. And if you like this video and you aren't already a subscriber, I'd love it if you subscribed. Thanks!